Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Before we get started, I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our friends. The Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame. Search for them on Facebook. Central Minnesota Pond Racing. Search for them on Facebook. The historic Lancaster Motel for the ultimate Eastern trail riding adventure. Crane's Snowmobile Museum at 172 Main Street in Lancaster, New Hampshire. The Vintage Snowmobile Club of America Quarterly Magazine. The Bridge Street Garage Racing Team, the house racing team of the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast. The New Hampshire Snowmobile Museum at Bear Brook State Park in Allenstown, New Hampshire. And lastly, if you decide to advertise with the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast, this could be your advertising message. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. I have a robust lineup of vintage snowmobile entertainment on tap for you tonight. We have a live guest waiting for us, as well as Rob in the green room. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers who are here for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it. I hope you have a good time with us tonight, and that you decide to join us here each and every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We simulcast this podcast to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this, just circle back here 1 week from tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and join in the fun. We'll be waiting for you. And also to our regular viewers, thank you so much. You guys are the ones that make this possible. You come here week after week after week, and that's what makes this podcast possible. We really appreciate that. Let's take a few comments, and we'll get right into our guests here. Stacy and Art Fosler, regular viewers from Platkill, New York. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. And I do have those videos that you sent to me, Art. I really appreciate that. We'll be doing something with those very soon. John Spranger Jr., regular viewer from the very beginning. He's here from Eland, Wisconsin. Thank you so much. Also, regular viewer Reese Fleury, loud and clear. Well, thank you so much, guys. I'm glad to know everything is working properly. Let's bring our guests on the podcast here. I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. And there we go. And turn the microphones on. All right, gentlemen, how you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on tonight, Joe. And also, how you doing tonight, Rob? Oh, I don't know if we have audio on you, Rob. Can you hear me, Rob? Oh, I think maybe Rob can't hear us. We can't hear him either. All right. Well, we're sorting out the audio. Let's say hello to Joe. Joe is here tonight. Oh, I think I can hear you now, Rob.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
hear
can
you
hear
now,
Rob
Rob.
now.
Excellent.
Headphones
deal.
didn't work again.
Yeah, that's weird. It's done that before. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, technology is a strange thing, man. But we've got Joe here tonight, and he has got a Skiroule collection, and he also is the admin of the largest Skiroule Facebook group on Facebook. Do you want to talk that up real quick, Joe, before we get
Yeah,
into
our group is called Skiroule Everything. We're on Facebook. We're the #1 and largest ski roll group in the world. That's all we do, strictly ski roll. We don't mess with any other brands. Like I said, we got close to 5,500 members all over the world. We even have a member, he's from Italy. So we got people from all over. Like I said, all we do is ski roll. We post links for part sources. We work with many different gentlemen who help us with parts. Rick Weaver from Rick's Rups, we'll give him a shout out. Without him, we wouldn't be here. He does our drive cogs and he makes so many parts for us. So he's helping us keep the ski roll hobby going. But yeah, if you just go on Facebook, type in Ski Roll Everything on Facebook. We'll be the first thing that comes up under Ski Roll. And if you can just give us a like, we appreciate it.
Absolutely. In fact, we're scrolling through it right now. This is an excellent group. This is very much worth a look, whether you're into vintage stuff or Skiroule specifically. This is very much worth a stop and joining the group and participating in the group as far as looking at the images and videos and participating with posting some in there. Yeah, it's a great location there. Well, cool. Let me. There we go.
Yep, there's our flyer.
And oh yes, let's take a look at the flyer. In fact, I'm going to put you full screen, Joe. You're gonna do some show and tell for us about some of your Skiroule sleds.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And here's our banner for our group, and then the story. I got some 4 sleds here for you, and I got some memorabilia. Let's go around the horn. Here's a first sled. It's a 71 Skiroule RTX race sled. This sled has the 340 CCW free air.
Yeah.
Kind of a rare engine for its time. The CCW didn't make too many of them. I think between the 340s and 440s, they made less than 500 or so of these engines. So not too many of them around. Skiroule got some. Scorpion got some. I believe Rolo Flex, they got a couple.
Sure.
But they're not crazy big powerhouses like the Sax, like the 71 Sax or the Sax RX would eat this for breakfast. But CCW was just trying to get into the racing game. So this is what they came up with.
Nice.
And then this particular sled here, bought it from Eastern PA, over towards like the Pocono area. This snowmobile was actually raced. A gentleman, can you give it a sticker here? Part of the regional ski roll race team.
Yeah.
He was racing in the Pocono area and southern New York. This sled is as we found it. We bought it about 2 years ago. So we're gonna leave this one the way it is, all original.
Nice. And that runs and drives, or?
Oh yeah, it runs and drives. We took it out last year. It's actually me and my uncle. He's the one that kind of got me into this hobby, my Uncle Dave. And we got it running good and we fired it up. We drove it around last year. So
Very cool. Now feel free, Rob, also, if you have any
here,
questions or comments, feel free, Rob, to ask any questions or make any comments.
Skiroule was made by Kohler. Did anybody else ever buy them?
No, just Coleman had them for a couple years, and then towards the end, after Coleman dropped out, a company called HMK, a gentleman, HMK, he purchased the company. They owned them for like the final phase of Skiroule there towards the 76.
Where was Skiroule made?
Skiroule was in Quebec, Canada.
Oh, was it?
But like I said, Coleman owned them for a couple years, so they were pretty popular in the USA and Canada. Skiroule warranty poster.
Yeah.
And in this particular poster, this is Yvonne Patry. He was on the Skiroule race team in 1970. He won the overall cross country championship on a Skiroule SRX. That's him there. And actually, Yvonne, he's still around. He's actually a member of our group.
Yeah, nice.
He's one of between him and Giles Villeneuve, they're the two famous ones that kind of put Skiroule on the map, so to say.
Yes.
Some Skiroule banners here.
Very nice.
And down here I got original, with the race sled, I got original RTX Racer parts manual.
Yeah.
And here's a Skiroule coat. You can see when Coleman had them, they put their little Coleman logo on everything.
That's cool.
And then here's the Skiroule that most people recognize. This is a 71 S250. 71 was actually Skiroule's highest production year. They sold a ton of these. So when people think of Skiroule, most of them either think of this or they think of this guy over here. But
Yeah.
we'll come back to him.
Sure.
This is a 71 S250 powered by single cylinder sacks. Right in your lap. 15-inch track. You know, this was their base model sled. Like I said, they probably, out of every model Skiroule had in the bobble nose era, they probably sold the most of these.
Yes. I remember seeing a lot of those on the trail back in the day.
Oh yeah, like nowadays you see anybody that tells you they have an old Skiroule sitting up back, odds are they have something, either this or an S340. The S series is pretty popular. The S is the 15-inch track, and then the R series is the wide track, 19-inch. Sure. Come around over to here. This is our restored RTX Racer.
Nice, yeah.
This is all, it's actually a twin of this one over here. They're both 340 CCWs, which was sweet that we found this one, because now we have one that's all original and we have one that's restored. So take it to show, it's pretty cool to see the compare and contrast.
Yeah.
So it's got, I restored it. I don't know if you can see it, got a bunch of NOS parts.
Yeah.
Speedometer's got 0 miles on it. So even got like the throttle lever. I still got the Skiroule sticker on it.
Yeah, nice.
You could still buy parts like that?
There's a hood. Between me and my uncle, we rebuilt the engine. Gentleman in New York named Keith Ackerman, he helped me out a good bit. Got the hood, belly pan, and pipes from him, and he gave me all the pointers.
Yeah, that's sharp. That's nice.
And then actually, this snowmobile was actually featured in a couple years back in American Snowmobiler magazine. There's my magazine article.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the Skiroule racers in 71, the consensus is Skiroule, not a lot of the records are left, but the consensus among the community is Skiroule built 400 racers in 71, 100 of each engine size. So these are both 340. So I actually got 2 of the 100 here. So
yeah, nice.
And then the Skiroule was messing around with different engines. Actually, they split the engines in half. They built, some of them had the CCW, and then some of them had a Sachs R engine. So
yeah.
And then they did a 290, a 340, a 440, and then they did a Hearth 800 triple.
Cool.
Nick Dig, everybody calls that the Super Pickle.
The Super Pickle, yeah.
The Super Pickle.
Nice.
And
if you beat somebody racing, they're the ones with the sour pickle taste, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just showing some of my posters here. Here's a 73 Skiroule advertisement.
Yes.
That's the RTX 447. Well. This is the other sled that everybody recognizes as Skiroule. This sled right here, actually, in the 1980s, Snowgoer magazine actually put out an article where they were talking about the top 10 most important sleds, and Snowgoer actually rated this of the vintage era. This is one of the top 10 most important snowmobiles of the vintage era. They note this particular design between the race sled and this. They note this for ending the bubble nose era. This was like the first really aerodynamic sled. One of the first sleds to put the shocks on the outside. Yeah, they really took. They really put a lot of thought into the styling, you know.
Yeah, that was very, very innovative for the time.
Yep. And keep coming around. And this right here, this is actually, Skiroule went out of business in 76, but they built only a handful of 77s. There's only maybe, I don't know, maybe less than 5 or 6 77s out there. But this here is actually one of the only known copies of a 77 Skiroule brochure. These are all the 77 models.
Yeah.
It gives a list of all of them.
Well, I didn't know they made that many models. Oh.
Yeah, it actually, let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, here in 73, they offered 11 different sleds.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, they're all pretty much the same, but just different engine sizes, like an RT 340 and a single and an RT 340 twin, an RT 300 with an electric start, an RT, and then an RT 440. Like the RT, and the difference between the RT and the RTX is like the RT was like the base model and the RTX was fancy. Like most RTs, you didn't get a gauge cluster. The RTX you did. RT, you didn't get ski shocks. The RTX you did. So it was just a cheaper option.
Sure. Yeah. Something for every budget, basically.
Oh yeah. And then this is their popular snow flap.
You've just been ski-rolled, yes.
It has been ski-rolled.
Nice.
Like I said, we have gentleman, Scorpion gentleman. I can't think of his name offhand right now. He reproduces these for us.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So we have a link. If you go to our website, or if anybody's looking for ski roll parts, we have like this, drive cogs, you name it. We have, if you go over to the Ski Roll Everything page, we have links to where you can purchase all this stuff.
Yeah.
And down here, this is probably one of the rarest sleds here. This is 74 Skiroule RTW. It has a Sachs 295 Wankel rotary engine in it. But this is kind of an odd duck because for Skiroule, everything they made was green. So 74 came around, and here's this orange sled. And no one really knows for sure, but there's a couple popular theories. If you don't know, back in the day, Aaron's, the farm equipment tractor company, Skiroule was actually, they made snowmobiles, but Skiroule was actually their producer who made their snowmobiles for them, and their color was orange. Yeah. So the popular theory is Skiroule had these hoods already made up, and Aaron's pulled the plug, and so Skiroule was stuck with all these orange hoods, so they had to figure out a way to get rid of them, so they threw them on the rotary sled. But then the other theory is in 74, Skiroule was using, 73 Skiroule was using Sachs, and 74 Skiroule switched to Kohler. And supposedly the other story is Skiroule had a bunch of these Sachs rotary engines sitting on the shelf, and they needed to get rid of them because they were going exclusively Kohler. So they decided to come with like a bold color to boost sales so they can get rid of all these rotary engines. Sure. They said no one knows for sure. We haven't found evidence of either or, but those are the two popular theories.
Interesting.
So anybody that's into collecting ski rolls or vintage sleds, this is one of the hot items on the list. Everybody tries to get a hold of one of these.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we actually, at Skiroule Everything, we keep a registry. And through the registry and some old Skiroule paperwork and notes we found, we figure only 400 of these got made. So,
wow. Now, we do have a comment that's come in. We do have a comment that's come in from John Wernsdorfer. He said his father's best friend, Sid Worrell from Clinton County, PA, was something about the first sleds on the MT. I don't know if he's one of the first owners or first riders.
Okay.
1970, and he has a Super 8 film of them riding.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. In fact, if you have a digital version of that Super 8 film,
if you can get that digital, we would like to see that. That's one of our popular things over at Skiroule Everything, the group. Yeah. People sending in old videos or old pictures. We love that kind of stuff over there.
Yeah, we'd love to have that on the podcast.
Had a rotary engine in it?
What'd you say?
That orange model had a rotary engine in it?
Yeah, it's a Sachs 295 Wankel rotary. So I believe Skiroule used them, and I think there was a model of Arctic Cat that had that 295 Wankel in it too, if I recall.
Interesting, yeah.
And then actually, Skiroule must have been really trying to push to get this sled sold. It was in the fall of 73. It was in 3 different magazines.
Wow.
Featured on the cover.
I think I have that middle one.
Yeah, Snowmobile Handbook, and even Snowgoer put it on the cover.
Nice. Now, what can you tell us about
I kind of lean towards they just had the engines on the shelf theory, and they were trying to get rid of it because when you look at this, they were just really trying to boost sales. They were really trying to press people to buy these sleds,
Sure. And
then there's a Hearth Honker 800 triple poster.
Yeah.
They said Skiroule used those, and they actually made a bubble nose that had a race sled, the RTX 800 that had one of those in it. And they put them in this chassis too.
Sure. Now, what can you tell us about the origin story? What can you tell us about the origin story of Skiroule? I think there was originally Houle farm equipment manufacturer.
Yeah, actually, Houle Farm Equipment. The owner, his son Regine, God is the founder of Skiroule, or Gene Howe. He's from what I understand, he saw an earlier Skidoo, and he got real into snowmobiles because of seeing that Skidoo, so he wanted to make his own. And supposedly, as the story goes, he picked up some metal, and he actually took it to his dad's factory. Well, he bought a Skidoo, took it to his dad's factory, and he got some of the workers from the farm equipment factory. And some of the workers within the factory and him, they put together the first early model Skiroules. And if you go over to our Skiroule Everything page, we have some. The Skiroule actually built, they're real hot. There's only one known to exist. They built a rear engine snowmobile, like the old Polaris's and the old Cash.
Yeah.
They got pictures of it over there on our group. But then if you look, like, Skiroule's first official year was 66. And if you look at a 66 Skiroule and a 65 Skidoo, they're almost identical. You can barely tell them apart.
Sure.
So that's where he got his inspiration. And then he said he was building them out of his dad's farm equipment factory. And then he started doing them on his own, and they were becoming so popular that he had to open up his own factory. And then in 1970, he actually Coleman Camping Company. They wanted to get into the snowmobile game. So they were the parent company of Skiroule from 70 to 74. Like I said, and if you look, when Coleman owned the company, all their sleds have like a Coleman decal on them.
Yes.
So
I remember that.
And like I said, before that, Skiroule was on their own, and then after that, HMK was the company. I think I have. So if we look through here, yeah, this is HMK. This is when they had them.
Sure.
76. He said, and then let's keep going over this way.
And you're just going to show a picture of Villeneuve's
More memorabilia, some Skiroule matchbooks.
with Skiroule on it, eh?
And then actually, Avon, the makeup cologne company, they made a little. This is men's cologne. It's a Skiroule. That's the box that came in.
Nice.
And
what was your question again, Rob?
Yeah,
He was just going to open the book up, and I think it was going to show a picture of Villeneuve's Formula One car.
Yep. I got a picture of it right here.
Skiroule.
That's Villeneuve on his. Let me turn it around. On his Skiroule sponsored the Formula Atlantic car.
Wow.
Formula Atlantic, yes.
Yeah, Skiroule. Villeneuve was actually Skiroule's big name racer back in the day. He was with Skiroule off and on for many years. I think he was even there like in the late 60s, 69-ish. And like I said, he was the Skiroule. I don't have a picture of it here, but the Skiroule IFS racer, their Snow Pro in 76. Like I said, that was one of the groundbreaking IFS sleds. They weren't the first, but that was one of the first real successful IFS sleds. And then, so as the story goes, in 76, Villeneuve did such a good job on them sleds that Polaris was so impressed from watching Villeneuve race. They went on the following year, and they actually was like the driving force behind Polaris coming up with the RXL, because seeing how well Villeneuve did on his IFS sled.
Oh,
yes. In fact, I think that happened in Lancaster, New Hampshire. I think
Lancaster. I think if I recall, Villeneuve took 2 classes that day.
And I think Bob Eastman was there. And
yeah, that's the story. Bob Eastman was in the bleachers watching, and he just couldn't believe how well that Villeneuve's IFS sled went. And so supposedly as soon as that race was over, he went right back to I think he got a hold of Gordon Randolph and Polaris, and he said, "Hey, we got to build something like this." And that was the birth of the RXL, which the RXL is, as everybody knows, that's probably the most successful IFS race sled in history. So
sure. So go ahead.
I got some more cool stuff here, and because of the whole super pickle thing, a buddy of mine, Mark, he drew this up for me. It's a pickle jar with a Skiroule on it. It says "Get pickled."
Get pickled.
So what's the
Very
orange
cool.
sold sign beside that?
Yeah, this is just an old. When you purchase a sled, a dealer, if it was like if you bought a sled that was sitting out in the showroom, they would just stick this up here in the windshield to let other customers know it was sold.
Oh,
Nice.
Just cool artifacts. I actually have these. I only have the 4 here right now, but we actually, between me and my uncle, we got close to 20 of these Skiroules. So this is all I have currently in the garage. Rest are either over his house or in storage.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on another time for
Yeah, like I said, we'll have to switch up the line. He's got a couple. Over at his place. He's the RTX guy. He's got a bunch of this style. So
nice. Does he have a good signal over at his place?
Oh yeah. So if you ever get a hold of me, we'll try to team up with him and show off a couple of what he's got.
Do
Yeah,
you
we
guys
should
take
try.
them out for rides?
What'd you say?
Do you have some of them you can ride still?
Oh yeah, like everything here runs. All four of these all run.
Good.
So I try not. These two, these are the show ponies. I try not to ride these ones, but like I said, this one we took it out last year. Like I said, I have a video of us riding it over at the Skiroule Everything page.
Nice.
It's kind of hard to ride. It's got twin stinger pipes from the factory, so it's right. It comes out right there.
Sure.
So it's kind of not the most practical thing to ride, just putting around. But
Good yard rider.
like I said, I got this, and up back in my shed, I have a 76 Skiroule laser that I ride.
Nice.
With this guy here. So I got one just like that. I got.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so we'll have to have you on again in the future, either from your friend's location or if you're doing some yard riding out of this location. It'd be cool to have you on live and do some drive-bys if you're doing some yard riding. That'd be a blast.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd definitely be a part of that.
Yeah. Now we do have to continue on the program, but I'm going to ask you if you would to stay with us, and we're going to do some announcements and look at some videos, and we react to the videos together. If you're cool with hanging out for that, we'd love to have you.
I could stick around for a little bit. Yep.
Wonderful. And we're going to do one last thing before we wrap it up. I'm going to do another plug here for your Skiroule Everything Facebook group. I'm going to scroll up here a little bit, and I like that you put the announcement for this podcast on there. And yeah, this is very much a group worth taking a look at. To all the viewers here, please pop on that group and blow it up, and I mean blow it up in a good way.
Does people on the group post what they have for sale?
Oh yeah, we got stuff for sale. Like I said, just pictures of their sleds and a little bit of everything. I said, as long as if it's Skiroule related, we have it. Just like I said, strictly Skiroule though. We don't. If you have an Arctic Cat or a Skidoo, you're in the wrong place. But if it's a Skiroule, we like to see it.
Nice. Now is this Gilles Villeneuve right here?
Yep.
That's Villeneuve on the IFS race sled right there.
Outstanding. Let's see if I can blow that up a little for a close look. Here we go. Yeah. Very, very cool. All right. So yeah, let's switch gears here. I just need to change things up to get to where we can make some, oh, we've also got Dylan McVicker saying, good show of the pickles. Cool deal. And I wanted to circle back to John Wernsdorfer as well. If you're able to get that digitized Super 8 footage, we'd love to have that here on the podcast and on the
Facebook that'd be really cool to see.
And Joe would like that as well for his. So please reach out to either of us. And if he reaches out to you, Joe, please share it with me.
Yeah, we'll do.
And whoops. Sorry, I'm clicking around here and trying to get to where I need to be, and things are happening. And yeah, bear with me 1 second here. So we're on item number 2. We're going to do some announcements, and this is an opportunity for Rob to talk to us about AMSOIL. I'll let you start talking, Rob. I'll put you full screen, and I'll put the graphic up once we're ready.
As Mike and I talked about before, if you become a preferred customer, you can buy AMSOIL directly from AMSOIL and save 25% on the products. And every month they always have a promotion. So this month the promotion is if you buy $49 worth, you get this bottle opener. And if you buy $100 worth, you get free shipping right to your house, plus the bottle opener. But the best possible price you can get on AMSOIL is becoming a preferred customer. You save 25% on all the product. You get free shipping once you buy $100 worth. On your birthday, they send you a $5 gift card. You also get a $5 gift card when you renew, and you can use that to keep the membership available for yourself. But it's and Mike's an AMSOIL dealer, so his Zettel number is on the bottom. So anybody's interested in knowing how they can get the best possible discount with AMSOIL, just use Mike's Zettel number.
Absolutely. In fact, there's a link in the description where you can join the preferred customer program, and a few other AMSOIL related links in there as well. So if you're curious about this at all, whether it's to buy it to use, or if you're interested in it as a business opportunity, just click the link and we would love to help you with that. And in the interest of full disclosure, I'm signed up under Rob as a dealer. So when you order through me, Rob and I both benefit, and the commissions I make go toward making this podcast to offset the cost of doing these podcasts. And I thank you so much for the people who are ordering. Doing that. You guys help enormously with this podcast. Very cool. Any final thoughts on AMSOIL, Rob, before we move on to the next thing? Or
We just don't have Snowmobile. We have every possible oil you can think of. So if you want one of our catalogs, let you know what we have, click the link on the page and AMSOIL will send you one of our catalogs.
Yes, the link in the description for a free catalog. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much. So cool. So we're on item number 3 now. We're going to look at some Rupp snowmobiles. I was at the VSCA National Show in Old Forge, New York back in June, and I was able to meet with Wayne LaGrange, and he was talking up his Rupp snowmobiles. So let me cue that up. We're going to take a look at that, and on the other side, we're going to make some comments on that. Hello, friends. This is Mike, and we are live today from the VSCA. VSCA means Vintage Snowmobile Club of America. We're having a national vintage snowmobile show here in Old Forge, New York, and I'm here to cover it. If you can see this, please make a comment so I know everything's working properly. And once we know everything is working properly, I'm going to take a run down the sleds here, and we'll see what some of the people have brought today. It does look like we have some viewers, so I thank you for viewing today. Oh, go ahead. Thanks. That's all right. So yeah, let's just go down the aisle here and look at some of the sleds that people brought today. We've got a generator going over there. A few minutes ago, I tried to go live using my StreamYard interface, which allows me to simulcast to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube, and I wasn't getting a good connection. So I stopped and decided to go just on the Vintage Snowmobile Lovers Facebook page. I may try again later. But if you're just joining us, we're at the VSCA National Show in Old Forge, New York. We're in tent number 4. And we're just walking down the aisle here looking at the sleds that people have brought today. The real show starts tomorrow. If you're in the area, come on by and join in the fun. It starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I think it goes most of the day. And it's a good time. There's plenty of sleds, plenty of people. The organizer, Ed Stab, told me that there are more than 400 sleds registered to be exhibited at this event today. So it is a full show. I'm going to cut in front of you if you don't mind. Cool, thank you. How's it going?
Doing good.
Good. Do you have sleds here today?
I've got
The bikes?
One right there.
Nice. Cool. We're live on Facebook. Do you feel like talking it up? Do you mind being on camera?
I don't care, dude.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I appreciate it. Just kind of, my name is, and this is my, just talk up what you have. And
My name is Wayne LaGrange, and I own this first sled right here.
nice. So this is a 71 Rupp. Nice. It says it's restored. Is that a project you did yourself, or
Oh, yeah, that was a present from my son at Christmas one year,
Christmas?
and so I kind of had to bring it back to life.
Sure. I'm getting close for good audio because we're competing with that generator.
Okay.
But go ahead. You brought it back to life.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's an amazing restoration. It looks like it came off a showroom floor. Probably even nicer than a showroom.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah. How long did that resto take you?
2 years.
2 years. Nice. Every nut and bolt, or
Exactly.
everything, huh?
In fact, I was just telling the fellow here before, I replaced every nut and bolt. And when you go to a place back where we live, a place that sells hardware, and it was quite a shopping list for them to get me all the bolts, but they're all the correct bolts.
Wow. Yeah.
Takes time.
Yeah. It's almost as much time searching parts as it is doing the work, I bet.
Exactly.
Sure.
That's searching your wallet.
Yes. Yeah. You have to dig deep for that too. And these bikes are yours too?
No, these are my sons, and the other Rupp snowmobiles are all my sons.
Oh yes. Okay. Nice. Oh yes. Everything that says Todd LaGrange, that's your son.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to take a close look here. Now I noticed that's real wide. Is that like a 18-inch track or what?
Yeah, that's the model. The 630.
Oh, wide W track. WT, yeah.
Wide track, yeah.
Yeah.
18-inch wide track on that.
18. Wow. Does that give it better flotation?
Yeah.
And with a big engine, a 634 like that, does it give you a better hole shot, having more of a contact patch? Or?
This actually, it's more of a torque engine than horsepower.
Sure.
It's only 36 horsepower.
Oh, wow. Yep. Beautiful.
Which at the time was...
That was a lot, yeah, for 71. Yeah. Absolutely. And then these are your sons, you said?
Yes.
Wow. Very nice. So safe to say you guys are a Rupp family.
Yeah.
Good. Did you have Rupps back in the day? Is that why?
My first snowmobile was a 68 Rupp.
Yeah.
And, well, actually back in the earlier days of snowmobiling, whatever dealer lived next door was the brand.
That was your
you were loyal
brand.
to. That's what made the difference. Yeah.
Sure. And you had a Rupp dealer nearby?
Yeah.
Nice.
And they were in a lot of cases ahead of their time.
Yeah.
in some aspects, not all, but
Sure. They were definitely in the game, though.
well,
Absolutely.
They had a lot of glitz and glitter, you know, the,
Yeah.
the chrome and everything made them look great.
Sharp-looking sleds, yeah. Oh, I'm going to give you this, by the way. I do a weekly podcast on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, on YouTube.
Yeah, Facebook and YouTube, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And if you find us on Facebook, Vintage Snowmobile Lovers is the name of the page on Facebook. It's the largest community of vintage snowmobile enthusiasts everywhere. It's over 50,000 fans.
I check everything on YouTube. I'm a YouTube fanatic.
Nice, yeah.
Well, you learn how to do a lot of things.
Yeah. A lot of good advice on there.
You know, a lot of hobby stuff that you learn from other people's mistakes.
True. True. Yeah, and if you search for Vintage Snowmobile Podcast on YouTube, you'll find it. There's
Okay.
40 different episodes of it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, cool deal. Well, yeah, it was really nice to meet you. I appreciate
Yes,
your time.
Same here.
All right. Give a wave to the camera. Nice. Cool. I appreciate it. It was great meeting you. We'll take a walk down these and check these out. So yeah, we're looking at some beautiful rups here at the VSCA National Show in Old Forge, New York. Now I got to give a shout out to the 19th Green Motel we're staying at right in Old Forge. We pulled in a couple of hours ago and had a chance to visit with the owners. Really nice people, really nice motel. Just I don't know, maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles from this show, and they've still got vacancies. So if you're coming in looking for a place to stay, it's an excellent choice. They're right on the main drag there in Old Forge, and we're very, very happy with our accommodation over there. So yeah, the 19th Green Motel. Cool deal. And we are back. Yeah, that was a good time. Did you see anything jumping out at you there, Rob?
There was one, I didn't know what it was. The second last machine, it was gold.
With those handlebars.
Well, yeah. I've never seen the handlebars like that in a snowmobile. I don't even know what kind of snowmobile it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I mean, I've seen in magazines and so forth, but I don't know what that was, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But that was different. It looked almost like from an airplane or something.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to have my hands in there going through the ditch.
Yeah, it's true, because you need to be able to move if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Joe unfortunately had to leave us. He sent me a private message. He said he was called away. Something's going on at home. So, but we're going to stay in touch and have him on another time, either to look at some more sleds at his friend's place or do some outdoor riding once we have some snow on the ground and take a look at that. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Nice.
And we've also got some comments coming in. Oh, here we go. You're going to like this one, Rob. So our regular viewer, John Springer Jr., says Amsoil, the Mudslinger, works really good on your rear suspension, keeps ice and snow from sticking on, so there's no buildup.
Yes.
Absolutely. Can you
You should
expand on
see
that?
how well it works on the snow blowers.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
when it's wet, slushy snow, it doesn't stick at all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. So if you're curious about that, click the link in the description and get yourself some. And then, here we go. We've got Joe, because I guess he put a public comment in here as well. He said, thanks for having him. Got called into work. He had to split. Looking forward to being on again in the future. And we will very much look forward to that. And we appreciate your coming on, Joe.
Yeah.
And Reese Fleury. Okay, here we go. We've got an answer to your question, Rob. Reese Fleury says that that orange sled with the handlebars was a Botel Grand Prix.
Oh, still never heard of that.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting
But back in those days, there was a lot of brands of snowmobiles.
It's true. And a lot of them were mom and pops out of their garage, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, real limited production. And well, cool. Anything any more on this this clip we just looked at before we move on? Or
Arctic sure had a lot of different things they came out with. They
yes.
had their mini bikes. They had that little 3-wheeler thing they had available.
Yeah.
I mean, Rupp.
Yes. Yeah, Rupp did a lot of things, and what they did well. Yeah. For sure. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, I owe an apology to some people who sent me messages on the Facebook page. I'm behind on my messages, so if you're wondering why have I not gotten back to you, that's why. I hope to get caught up with that in the next week or so, and because I know there are questions and images people have sent me that I like to share on the podcast, and I have not forgotten about you. It is going to appear on the podcast. I'm just behind on that, so I do apologize if you sent me something and you're wondering why I haven't responded. So we're on item number 4, Doug Gray and Jody Tice. They live nearby here. They've got a couple of Panteras. They've got his and hers Panteras from the 70s. I caught up with them in 2021 at the Island Pond, Vermont Vintage Snowmobile Show. So let me cue up that footage, and we'll take a look at it. Here it comes right now. Douglas Gray. Are these yours? Oh, nice to meet you, Douglas, right? Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Mike with Vintage Snowmobile Lovers. Let me give you my card. We're live right now on Facebook with 103 viewers. Cool. Do you feel like talking this up? Cool, yeah. Just, my name is Doug. And
79 Pantera, it's all original, 1,800 miles.
Nice.
Ride it all the time.
Wonderful.
It's not a show sled, I just put 104 miles on it Monday.
Nice. You get the matching suits, the his and her suits? Yep. Gotta love it.
Yeah, got a little bit of an addiction problem.
Yeah, I hear that. You're not alone, my friend.
I got a 76 at home. I need to finish getting ready. And a 73 Cheetah.
Nice. And this is the missus? You got anything you want to say? Or?
Great to be here.
Good deal. Having a good time?
Yeah.
Sweet.
She has fun chasing me on this thing.
See what?
She has fun chasing me on this.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Nice. I want to try just get some shots. Now you've got with matching bags and stuff?
Oh, they're not matching. They're just, mainly I got them for the sticker, all the old patches.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of old vintage patches.
Let me come around. Yeah, those were the best back in the day, all the patches and stickers and stuff.
Yeah.
The cat was here, yeah. Turpentine cat. Let me get up, getting shadow on it here. There we go.
This one on the front there. Old cat.
Yeah, now you're talking. Very cool. Yeah, those patches were so much fun back in the day, weren't they?
Yeah.
That's amazing. What's that?
I found this matching helmet with all the...
Oh, look at that. That metal flake, that's amazing. Beautiful paintwork on that.
Yeah. I guess gotta get it relined so I can actually wear it.
Sure. Yeah.
Nice spray helmet.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, this is nice, man.
Yeah, for all original.
Got the trail riders going through. Go ahead, I'm sorry, all original?
Yeah, I bought it. Bought it on eBay. Came from Michigan.
Yeah. Now, where are you from?
Derby Line.
Oh, Derby Line. No
Yeah.
kidding, I am too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think you came into the Modern Furniture one day.
Oh, yeah, we met a couple years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, it's good to see you again, man.
Yeah, I'm glad they're having a local show.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
I used to go down to the one down in Bethel, but when I lived down that way.
Yeah,
Kind of glad to see them do one around here.
totally.
If they do it back next year, I'll have more than this one.
Definitely.
Get my
We'll have to do some video at your place. Do you have like a man cave with sleds and stuff?
I don't know if I call it. I just got a little shop I work in, but
Yeah.
I only fit one at a time in there.
Sure.
Fortunately.
Or when it gets a little warmer, is it possible like to pull them out and we'll talk them up?
Sure. Cool.
Since we're in the same town, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll just figure out a time to come over and
Yeah,
stuff.
my 76 is cool. That's got the free air and it's got a rear gas tank.
Oh, no kidding.
That was the first year of this body style, was 76.
Yeah.
This was the last year.
79, I think?
79, this
Yeah.
one, yeah. I've got a couple other chassis. What I'd really like to do in time is fix up them other ones, and it ran for 4 years, so if I put the decals on that matched each year,
Yes, yeah.
so I'd have like show them on of all four.
That'd be amazing.
They wouldn't have
Pantera
chassis for all
collection.
76s, but unless people really knew a lot about it, they wouldn't
True,
tell the
yeah.
difference.
Yeah, but it's still a nice way to see all the different, the lineage of it.
78 and 79 don't look too much different. 77 had a complete different decal package on it.
Sure.
78 and 79 was when they did this wood grain seal.
Yes, yeah.
Instead of this black.
I remember when that came out. I thought that was awfully sharp when that came out.
Yeah.
I mean, it still is, but it was different, especially with the orange trim and everything, and the and the fancy lettering, That's
It
cool.
goes plenty fast enough for what it is.
Yeah, sweet. In its day, that was probably the ultimate trail sled.
No, they called them the Cadillacs.
Yes.
Cadillac.
Cadillac. I remember that, yeah. Nice. That's cool.
They were I like them.
Cool deal. Well, yeah, it was good seeing you. You on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look for you on Facebook.
Okay.
Cool deal. Good deal. Yeah, good talking. I want to catch up with Alan Gibo over here. That's his sled right there, I think.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
My dad's got a 71 Lynx, already had it, and my stepsister has it. Trying to get it away from me.
Yeah.
It's all restored.
Yeah.
Love to have it. Just a little 292 signal, but
Sure. Do you think she'd give that up at some point? Or?
I worked on her a little bit, but I gotta try harder, I guess.
Sure.
I'd like to have
Just
that
keep
collection.
putting $100 bills down until she says okay.
I got a 73 Cheetah at home, too.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
It looks just like that 400 over there,
Oh, yes,
but
yeah.
it's a 340.
Nice.
Well, that's been sitting for years, so I gotta just go through it. The motor's free, so supposedly it ran when they parked it.
Yeah. Sweet deal. Well, cool. Yeah, good seeing you guys. Take it easy. Fist bump.
Hopefully,
Nice meeting you guys.
Hopefully this comes back next year.
Yeah, this is a good show. Good location, too.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it'll catch on.
Yeah, if they're ever this good of a turnout for their first one, it can only get better from here, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So that was really fun meeting Doug and Jody. And I ran into them last winter too at another show in the area. Yeah, really nice people.
And he's right. Artie Cat was always called the Cadillacs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool deal. And she had a sled too. It was just the 79 we were looking at there, but a couple of sleds over, she had a 76, and which he was talking about, but I don't think it was ever in the shot.
I was looking down the line further. You see a couple of rear engine ones.
Yes.
And then you see a couple of with snowshoes on the back.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, that was the first time they'd done that show, that one in Island Pond, Vermont, and the turnout was incredible. And then they had another one this past spring in 2022, and that was probably going to be as big, if not bigger. But the weather was really uncooperative that day. It rained, and they still had the show. But apparently, a lot of people were pulling up with the trailer, and they looked and said, "Oh, I don't think so," and they moved on. And so it was a very sporadic turnout. But I think this coming year, it's really going to be a big show in the area.
A lot of people don't like bringing their vintage stuff out when it's raining.
Yeah, I can't say I blame them. Yeah. Now we've got a couple of comments that have come in. Stacy and Art Fosler says, okay, yeah, he had a 72 Rupp Nitro. Sorry he ever got rid of it. Yeah, absolutely. Then our friend Mark Gasso he said the 79 Pantera was a great sled. His uncle had one, and he had the 75. Cool deal. Cool deal. All right, so let's take a look here. We are on item number 5. We're going to go to another Vermont Vintage Snowmobile show. This one's in the center of the state, Washington, Vermont. That was this past January, the Washington, Vermont Vintage Snowmobile Rally. So let me change screens here. We're going to cue that up. And here it is. Speaking of rear engine sleds.
So I'm Dan Moore. This is my 1960 Bagana Super motorized toboggan. They were built in Manitoba, Canada, and the first year they built them, they only made 25 of them, and they never even sold all 25 of them. So the next year they only made 10, and then production increased. And in 1964 they ended. Made a total of only 75 machines, start to finish. Trouble with patent infringement with Polaris, and Polaris wrote in some letters, and so that was probably some of the reason that he went out of business. But
Sure.
the other bigger companies were taking over and mass producing them.
Sure.
So he couldn't really compete.
Sure.
They're a well-built machine. Not too many of them left around. I only know of, I know of 3 or 4 others in this one, so that's 5 in the whole country. I don't know.
Wow.
So there's a few more somewhere, but they're not, haven't come about.
Sure. Then of the few.
Just called your name for a trophy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I won't keep you then. But thanks for your time, man.
All right.
Appreciate it. I want to see if you'll give me a ride on that. Cool. Well, thanks again, Aaron. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Right in front of you. Is it in the front or the back? Or?
Back, for sure.
All right. All right, camera's going. Let me just get in behind you here. I'm going to... Yeah. Yeah. awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That's cool. Do you feel like talking it up a little bit, or?
My name's Tyson Balloon. This is a 1970 Playcat. It's not original, but it's a fun everyday driver that me and the family take out and play with.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for the ride. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Cool deal. Thanks, man. Yeah, there you go. Good times at the Washington it's the Washington Snow Flyers. Oh, you can't hear me? Okay. See what's going on here. I think I may have pushed a button by mistake. Is this better? Okay, I can't hear you either. Something's going on with the audio, folks. Can you hear me now? All right, so we have lost our audio. And okay, well, let's okay, so they're saying they can hear me but not Rob, but it sounds like Rob can't hear me either. All right, so Rob's going to log out and back in. So hopefully that will resolve it. While we're doing that, let's go on to item number 6. I had a chance to meet Robert Tatro. This is another show. We're doing 3 different shows here in Vermont. This is a show in Newport Center, Vermont. This is on his property. He's going to show us some of his John Deeres, and we were actually on the site of what was back in the day a John Deere dealership. So let's cue that up, and then we'll catch up with Rob on the other side. Just takes a minute to cue this up here.
The guy you want to talk to is that guy right there. His father was a John Deere dealer at one time.
Nice. Now, this gentleman on the left or on the right?
On the right.
Okay, yeah. And he's got this liquefier?
Yeah, he just acquired that, and he got it running, cleaned it up a little bit, and I didn't realize it. He was telling me his dad was a John Deere dealer back in the day, and so we're friends. So I got him talked into getting into this game. So
let's see if we can get him in over here. How you doing?
Good, you.
Good. You're live right now on Facebook with over 30 people watching.
Oh, okay.
And the rumor going around, you're a John Deere guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The word on the street.
Oh, yeah. Well, back in the '70s, my father sold them. And
nice.
We always had John Deeres.
Nice.
And I remember when I was a kid, and back '78, we were down at Emiance there, and see one of them in the showroom, and like, wow. And of course, back then it was just wishful thinking. And yeah, like Raymond said, they're talking to him this summer, and I started looking around, and yeah, found this one down. Old guy in Batavia, New York, there, Leo.
Yeah.
Bought it from him. They've been parked for 30 years.
Well, here comes another one.
And I found this one in New Hampshire for the son.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you feel like going a little closer and talking it up? Tell us some of the details on it, or?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't want to steal the show from Raymond.
No.
It's all yours. No, it's been parked in a Leo had told me that he was dragging his kids around with it. They just quit firing and he parked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been parked for 30 years in a barn. And
so it's what, like a 77?
78.
78, yeah.
Yeah, and they made less than 2,000 of them.
Wow.
They're basically a one-year sled. Because after this year, they went to Kawasaki engines and with the radiator and the scoop on the side, like I said, it was a one-year sled.
Yeah. I'm going to walk around it a little bit.
Yeah.
And you live right here in the area?
Yeah, this is my lane, yeah.
Oh, this is your lane. Oh, I saw you earlier when I came in, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Nice. Now, where was your father's dealership?
Right here.
Oh, right here?
Right here, yeah.
No kidding. Wow, so we're on the site of an old John Deere dealership. Wow, that's nice. That's a nice shape, too.
Yeah, now, like I said, I found this one.
This is yours, too?
Yeah, I bought it for my son there for Christmas. Yep. That one comes from Hillsborough, New Hampshire there.
Yeah.
That one. and it had been sitting outdoors there for quite a few years. So
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, mileage-wise, I think it's got less miles than this one. But
Yeah. Let's take a closer look.
It runs really good.
Nice.
This summer we like to fix it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in really nice shape. And this is your Tundra too?
My son's girlfriend.
Nice, yeah. And that's a more modern one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
How old is that thing?
I think it's like an 01.
The one, yeah. Nice. So if you're just joining us, we're here in Newport Center, Vermont at the Country Riders Vintage Snowmobile event. And people are still coming in. We got trail riders going by, stopping by to check out the action. I think it's going to be a fun day. We're meeting a lot of friends here, making new friends and seeing old friends. Ray over there. Yeah. You guys want to say hi?
Hi.
Cool. You having a good time?
Great time.
Good. Keeping warm? Good.
It was 26 below here this morning.
Unreal, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
That sled goes up Mount Washington every.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to catch him for an interview. Is that him in the green?
Yeah, he's my uncle. He's 82.
82 years old. Wow.
He drives truck every day.
Seriously, still works full time.
Oh, yeah.
That's impressive. Cool. So how you doing?
Not too bad.
Good. I know I caught up with you earlier about talking on camera. Are you comfortable talking on camera?
No problem.
Good. Yeah, because we're on Facebook Live right now with over 40 people watching.
Good.
And what was your name?
Reggie Field.
Reggie Field.
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you. Grantham, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is your
That's my rig.
64 Snow Traveler, Polaris.
Yeah.
Nice. Once the snowmobile shuts off, you want to tell us about it? Oh, I think I know these guys over here.
Yeah. We got a couple others like that.
Yeah?
Yeah. And my boy has the Bombardier Snowbus too, but
Yeah.
he's got the Polaris just like this. His has a cab.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one don't. But
Nice.
we climb Mount Washington every year.
Every year, Mount Washington.
We attempt it, yeah.
Nice.
We don't always get to the top.
Sure.
Get halfway up, but some years we make it all the way up.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine once you start getting a higher elevation, it gets a little treacherous if the conditions aren't right.
Well, that's it. And sometimes the road is, because we run the auto route,
Yeah.
and the road gets bare, and those don't like it on bare ground.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, nothing for those cleats to grab, huh?
No.
Yeah. Wow. Well, cool. I'm going to walk around it to get another angle.
You probably got to bring that.
Yeah, thank you, Reggie. I appreciate it. So this is Reggie Field's 1964 Polaris Snow Traveler.
Shocks coming back in the seat. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, cool stuff.
I'm
So let's
back.
see if... Oh, good. Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear now.
When he
Cool
talked
deal.
about climbing that mountain, is that a snowmobile event or they just do that on their own?
Yeah, I think it's an organized event.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a road that goes to the top of Mount Washington, which I believe is the highest elevation in all of New England. And you can drive up it, you can hike up it. I've done both. But in the winter they'll drive up that trail, and I think the wind blows a lot of the snow off that road in certain sections, and those wooden cleats, I'm sure, just go click 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 click. click, you know?
Even the Arctic Cat cleats are bad on bare asphalt.
Oh, you're not kidding. I remember that. Get stuck in the road if you don't have enough momentum.
Yeah, all you get is
Yeah.
sparks.
Yes. Because I remember one time I was probably 13 or 14. I had my dad's Cheetah 440, a 72 Cheetah 440, and I was trying to cross the road with it. I didn't have enough momentum, and I was stuck in the middle of the road like that. And I wasn't big enough that I could move it. So thankfully, I was in front of someone's house. I walked over there and banged on the door. I'm stuck in the road, and they came. It was friends of ours, and he came out and he pulled me out of the road. Between all of that, though, I tried to pull myself out of the road. I grabbed one ski, tried to turn it around, and I snapped the spindle off.
Oh,
So now it's in the road, and I'm holding one ski, and it's kind of the front corner is dipped, and I'm in the middle of the road. But he bailed me out, which is good. He got it. He pulled it out of the road. He got it started, kind of rode it up on one side. He used to race snowmobiles, and he was our snowmobile repair guy. So we were at the right place. He just pulled it into his garage, and
yep.
but
We used to have a Skiroule person go up there and then wave the Arctic Cats across.
yeah,
He'd make sure there's no traffic. He'd tell the cats, "Okay, now you can go."
get some momentum. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because those Ski-Doos had rubber tracks. You could go cross the road as you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, cats. You had to plan ahead.
Yes.
For sure. But one comment about that, I don't know if you noticed when we were looking at that rear engine Polaris, a couple of Panteras pulled in.
Yep.
That was that same couple we were talking to on that other clip.
Oh,
So a different show, a different year, but same couple. They pulled in, and and I get some footage with them as well a little later in the show.
Yeah.
But small world in this part of the woods, you know.
Yes.
But cool. Any other thoughts or reactions to what we were just looking at? Or
That was a good little show. That was.
it was, yeah, that was a first time show as well.
Yeah.
And very well attended, and you could hear the crunching on the snow. It was cold that morning. It was 20 below Fahrenheit. Because he was saying, that guy Robert was saying it was 26 when he came out of the house. When I showed up, it was starting to warm up a little. It was like 20 below,
Yeah.
but it's cold.
Colder it is, the better snowmobile runs.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Well, cool. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up? Or
Good show, Mike. I enjoy being here every week.
good deal. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. You bring a lot to the show. Cool deal. And yeah, as always, we're going to give the last word to Amsoil. Oh, wait, let me check and see if there are any comments that we haven't. No, I think we're caught up on comments. Yeah. So as always, we're going to give the last word to our friends at Amsoil. Thank you for viewing. Thank you, Rob, for coming on. We really appreciate it. And thanks also to Joe for coming on earlier.
And I think we're going to get snow here tonight.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
But Saturday, it's going to be 52.
Yeah. So it'll melt off fast.
Yeah.
It won't be long.
No.
Cool
Okay,
deal.
you have a good week, Mike, and we'll see you next week.
You as well. Nice to see you. Have a good one, everybody. Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero.
Wow.
If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out. And once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather. It runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value, and this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering AMSOIL. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an AMSOIL order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, or sorry, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name, and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters "free DVD requests" so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes, yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL.
Wonderful.
People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL is a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.